Good morning. So, 19th of January 2026. The song is one we've had long time ago now, and I used to get annoyed about having the same song more than once. But a good friend of mine said, it's not your choice, it's Spirit's choice, and they do it for a reason. So get off of it. So you got to watch your ego, you got to check your ego, because Spirit know what they're doing. Let's have a look. 19 is the sun. The sun is in, what are we in now? We're still in Sagittarius, I believe. No, Capricorn, sorry. So, sun in Capricorn. Let's have a look. Yeah, 10th house of Capricorn, there we go. Pluto can be the unknown. And Taurus, worth, value, finances, that sort of thing. What you value. Taurus is in Uranus. The Capricorn is in Mercury, as well as the Sun and Mars and midheaven. And Juno. So Capricorn's in the 11th house at the minute, one step away from its own. We've got Taurus in the 2nd house, where it belongs. And 10th house, no, sorry, Pluto. Pluto's in Aquarius. So we've already got some star signs there, haven't we? And it might be different in your own chart. So those of you that's just joined us, I always tell everybody, get yourself a good app that gives you your birth chart. They're free. You just put your date, time of birth, or as near as damn it you can do. There is a space to say if you don't know what time you was born. And from that birth chart, you will be able to get more out of my reads than you would normally do, because I always tell you about the astrology in the cards. So you don't have to, but it does improve the read for you if you know what your birth chart is. It'll tell you what house you have to concentrate on. So as the 4th house is your family environment, 10th house is career, because we're talking about career in the dice, and ambition, Capricorn, where you will succeed if you try, because Capricorn always gets there in the end. So I believe it was Fern Kinney. It might be slightly wrong, I don't know, because I'm not Mike, but it's that one, We Are So Beautiful. You walked into my life and then we made a rainbow. That one, you know which one I mean. So we're looking for the sun. There it is, 19. When I say numbers or astrology signs, it can be part of your chart, it can be a person of that sign, it can be somebody born on that date, living at that number, living or past, and or it can be a date for your diary. It can even be the bus you're on, or the table number that you're eating at. Spirit only say it for when they give the numbers, are very important. So I will tell you if they're negative or positive experiences. So we are going to have to stand up for ourselves, because we're allowing people to make mountains out of molehills and walk all over us. And they disguise it as jokes or banter, and it's not. It's some sort of abuse. 5 days. There's lies, deceit and theft here. Somebody's stolen your victory. They're taking them, flying away with your victory wreath. The hawk can be any country like the US that has the hawk as a symbol, or it could be Aries or Scorpio energy. But this is lies, deceit and theft, a confused mind games, not a good energy. So they're playing with you. You need to stand up for yourself and be independent. within or without a relationship or job or whatever it is, you have to be able to be financially and emotionally independent so that things can't affect you. We have the white rabbit there, which is the March hare, 1st of March maybe. It's also those born in the year of the rabbit. This coming year will be the year of the fire horse. 1951 is a rabbit. And we've got the dove of peace there. So you will be at peace when you stand on your own 2 feet. Some of you, this will mean that you're becoming single. 9 years. Or you've been single for 9 years. You have everything you need, but there is still that one thing missing. You need a day off. You need time to yourself. You need to peace and rest between these battles. 4 weeks. Something is coming to light. Something is being illuminated. Blockages will be removed from your path and travel is indicated. Kent, because of the white horse, but wherever you see the white horse, for all I know, you could be on a ranch and you've got a white horse. Country, you may be riding a white horse. Who knows? And country is a Leo. That's one of our tribe. Sunflowers could be important, but there is an ending here. So it's coming to light that we must end something. And it will feel like a death. We will have to grieve it. He's done grieving. This is the equivalent to the Ten of Swords reversed. Those swords are falling out. It's only his armour that's been destroyed. His soul lives on. He is still surviving. The eclipse, I think me and Elaine established, is on the 17th of February, the day of the Chinese New Year. So that could be important. But you are battle weary. It's time to realise you can't waste your time, energy and breath and people who will never listen. It's time to come home to who you truly are. Because those friends, this is Capricorn energy, well done Spirit, 10th house, that was once accepted into family. Perhaps somebody that was a good friend. Perhaps somebody that wore a uniform. Any or all of those. Could be a businessman. This is the watermelon man. We haven't talked about his story for a long while. So, there was once a pharaoh. And he had his own children, but because he was into charity or whatever you like, he decided to adopt a child, a son. And unfortunately for his children, that son meant more to him than they did because they was all entitled and expected things. So his children decided to whisper in his ear and say he only loves you because of what you can give him. He's not what you think he is. So listening to his true family, he exiled this adopted son to an island. There was nothing on it. He was left with no riches, no house, no nothing. Him and his wife and his kids built a house, and she went along the beach and found watermelons washed up from the shipwrecks going by. And so they ate the watermelon, survived on that, and she planted the seeds, and they began to sell the watermelons to passing ships to stop them getting scurvy or whatever, fresh fruit in it. And they prospered and became very rich in their own right, standing on their own 2 feet. And then the pharaoh got wind of this person that was living on this island, and he thought it can't be. And he went to look, and there was reunited. Now, I held grudges, so I probably wouldn't have welcomed him with open arms, but he did. So this is that person that was once accepted into the family, and rightly or wrongly now they've been ostracised, and they could be a dangerous enemy because that he was wealthy. He could have been a rival to the pharaoh. He could have caused problems. So we've also got the name William, James. They keep mentioning your names, William or Flowers, Sweet William. So somebody may have liked the Flowers, Sweet William. We've got flowers coming out all over. Sweet William, sunflowers, and we've got the Taurus or the ox. Those born in the year of the ox. So we've got a lot in there, but the only major arcana we've got is today's. So that suggests that this is an internal problem with you, within you. You have to go within yourself to find the solution. Okay? So to make this pain end. Now, how do we know that it's not our passing? It's not our passing because there's other cards after it. When we end on a 10, then we know that it could possibly be that I'm going to die tomorrow. So, let's see. Something is ending, but it's a good thing. It ends the pain. And ready or not, you have to reassess, reevaluate. You are reaping what you sow. So, intentionally or unintentionally, your actions have brought you to this point, the choices you made. And it may not be a pleasant place to be, but that means that from now on, you have to, don't lose hope, don't give up, stick at it, whatever it is. And that doesn't mean staying in a relationship if it's unhappy, but keep going and reevaluate. See who and what no longer fits in your life. We class it as the apple tree. So we don't chop the apple tree down for logs for the fire if it's not giving us a lot of apples. We prune the branches, we feed the roots for a better crop later on. So what you do now must be the right thing because you are sowing the seeds for your future. And you may be very confused at this time. An apology may be needed from you or is coming towards you. It could be Chiron this. It's, what have we got in Chiron? It is Virgo, it's health issues, but it's a case of physician heal yourself. You cannot heal another situation until you've healed your own. So what have we got in Chiron? We've got Aries. So we must take action to heal. Person with a scar on the leg, the limp, the amputation, perhaps somebody in uniform, perhaps a younger version of this person. But an apology is needed. Slow and steady wins the race. A slow and steady improvement in your finances and career. There it is again. Another 5 of Wands, which we started with. So we've got all the cards for the message that we need. So no major arcanas except today's, which suggests an internal situation. You are banging your head against a brick wall, wasting your time, energy and effort on people that will not listen. And you've got to bring those walls down, either to be vulnerable or to destroy something for this situation to be over. So, there she is, the daughters, Persephone. This is the tarot reader, the psychic, the medium, the carnival people. Where I come from, 11th October is connected. The letters J and B in spirit. For me, it's Jessie and Bridget. It's the day that we were formed on, 1st of February, 2nd of February, Bridget's day. But above all, it's the 2 and 29. So, it's the names George, Marcia, Elaine, Kelly, Destiny, Lee, Esme Rose, Beth and Alice. All those names for me is connected, but you may know somebody that's born on that date, living at that number, or have an important engagement on that number, 2 or 29. Positive energy. You are seeing secrets revealed, so something coming to light, and you are not allowing any more the negative energy into your field, be it financially, emotionally, spiritually, mentally, or physically. Well done. Hostages released. Coming out of a toxic marriage or situation. Somebody's being blocked. There may be a problem with children, especially Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. Again, a younger energy, so we've got the full family apart from the mother now in uniform or with a darker complexion. This is, your name's not down, you're not coming in, you're blocked. No receipt of the check in the mail, child maintenance, whatever it is, something's not arrived or will not arrive. There it is again. So they're doubling up on all the cards. Come home to who you truly are. You may need to find a new door, a new home, because you have to come home to who you truly are, not the person that people want you to be. This has been a nightmare situation, but that cage door has always been open. You choose to stay there or to leave. It's up to you. No more sleepless nights, but for now, you're tossing and turning. Do I stay or do I go? Yeah. Somebody's impatient now. This person that's lost everything. They don't want to wait for the ships to come in. They want to fast track this. And there's the devil that dragged Persephone kicking and screaming to the depths of hell to make her his wife. So any contracts, vows or promises that were made under duress, so that you were made against your will, are null and void. Do not sign anything. Do not agree to anything. This is rebellion. This is breaking the shackles. This is no longer selling your soul to the devil. This is Lee. This is Ashley. Number 15. Massively important. Positive energy this time. Capricorn. At Capricorn always achieve what they set out to do. I get sidetracked, but they always get there in the end. There it is again. They're reiterating it. Do not sign anything. Do not agree to anything. This is promises that should never have been made. Contracts that should never have been signed. This is releasing yourself from a toxic situation. 15. So, yes, there will be heartache. Yes, there will be sorrow. Yes, there will be loss. There could be minor surgery. This could be a very confused mind. Your heart is broken. Could be heart surgery for some. The loss of a child even for some. But now we need to find our tribe, because these are not our tribe. There are those who see when they're shown, and those who will never see. And we're wasting our time, energy and breath trying to make these people fit. They don't fit. They do not belong in our tribe. There's no give and take. There'll be no apology. So that apology you're looking for, that healing you're looking for, that why you need answering is never going to be answered. And you can't stand there like a spoilt child, stamping your feet, thinking, why? The answer will never come to you, possibly for years. So you just have to suck it up, buttercup, end the pain yourself, and get on with this. Terrorism, that. We had it with the Ariana Grande concert, so I hope that's not the case. There's again with the scar on the leg, the limp, the amputation, the darker complexion, the uniforms. Yeah, act in haste, you repent at leisure. There is unfinished business here. Sagittarius energy, Virgo energy, a lack of stamina. Somebody starts things but never finishes them. Negative energy. Release and let go. What's yours is always be yours. You don't have to chase it. You cannot control everything and everyone. So let go and let spirit take care of it. This is greed. This is arrogance. This is stubbornness. This is controlling nature. Narcissistic energy. You need to let go. Don't let others control you. There's the father energy. Aries, as we said. So where did we say Aries was? In Chiron, was it not? There's Chiron. And the Ascendant. And Ceres. So it's also in the first house of self. Your self-esteem, and that's what that is. You have to put your shoulders back, your chest out, and look the world in the eye, just like the Watermelon Man did. Do not back down. Do not let others control you. This is also a beneficial leader, the main man in your life. The father, the boss, the government official, the princes, the kings, the presidents. It is success and protection. He is a good leader. 4 and 31. For us, I haven't got any names connected to that, I'm afraid. But you might. It's head and face healed. But here, somebody feels drained. Somebody feels that they cannot handle all this situation. This is Cancer. This is the home and family life, so that may have bearing. Or it's somebody that's suffering addictions to alcohol or drugs, to self-medicate, to numb the pain, or somebody who's in a deep depression. We don't like that. Spirit doesn't like that. And this could be trauma from the past, child abuse, children, siblings, something to do with that, especially adopted children or friends of your children that were part of the family. So, the past is rearing its head. Let's have a look. 10th house, ambition, security. It is the knees, the bones, the teeth, the workplace, the home, government buildings, and the law courts. Colours red and white. The outer environment, your public life, your social status, what you value, ambition, parents, especially dad, because dad's mentioned, career, trade, profession, recognition, and authority figures. And the colour red, we've got it all over here, red and white. White is an aha moment, red is your base chakra. So, this is the point where we try to make our mark on the world. Well, you've succeeded, or you will if you stand on your own 2 feet. It describes what we desire to achieve, not only in the material world, but also in that intangible sphere. The planet is the house that stand on the cusp indicates motivation or lack of it. So we've got the motivation, but lack of stamina to keep it going. The sun has to shine. So we've got the sun today. What have we got? Taurus, 10,000 Pluto. There's no mention of Pluto in here. So the 10th house is a parental house. The other being the 4th house of Cancer, which we've got. And the past associated with the father. So it may be that you had a very overbearing, strict father who controlled. If that's the case, he's apologising now. He would never have apologised in life. It signifies which of the parents has the most influence on your career choice and who propels the drive to the top. Career choices may be a question of seeking approval and acceptance from a parent. And if this is so, the sign of the planets in the 10th house will point to the house. Also describes experience of authority figures and the general expectation. So 10th house, we've got Capricorn. So, there you go. 10th house, Capricorn, well done, Spirit. And then we have Taurus in Pluto. Explosive influences. And the rape of Persephone. So we've talked about that, haven't we? The opportunity to transform society is opening up, highlighting the conflict. There's the conflict, the battle that we started with, between conservatism and new political and economic policies that could bring the developing world into the modern world as equals, because we are in the era of Aquarius, the dawning of Aquarius, finally. And we've never been here before. Together we are beautiful. That's the song. And together as a tribe, we can lift the energy of the planet higher. So this isn't just a personal thing, it's a global thing as well. So it could mean something very small to you or something very, very big, a bigger picture. All of it is true. And there we have the Oak, number 1. That door, Taurus, is the Oak. We have the Acorn. Keep your eye on it. So, from little acorns, mighty oaks will grow. Don't know who said it, but it's a very well-known saying. So, I am the one and only. That was a song as well, wasn't it? So that could be tomorrow's song then, because it's in my head already. The oak. The Celtic knot in the background is called the Dara knot. Knot is said to represent the root systems of the oak, also the root systems of your tree, your family tree, and symbolises strength, endurance and wisdom. And we're lacking that endurance. The Ogham writing around the circle reads, enter the fairy world. So we're going to have to do an Ogham, I'll do that separately. The mighty oak, the gateway to the other worlds, is known as the doorway, the threshold between worlds, and also the guardian between the worlds. The oak door is often used to access fairy or to journey to the other worlds, just like a high priestess does. She listens to spirit and knows everything. Where's she gone? There she is. The oak door is often used to access fairy to journey to other worlds. You must not take this lightly, as the oak energy is very powerful. You must always walk the path with a pure heart and intent to do the right thing. 7 of Pentacles. If you don't, you simply won't be given access. There it is, you're blocked. Where is he? The little lad that stood on the doorstep. He's blocked. Spirit can see into your heart and soul. There is no escaping or trying to be something that you're not, which is what he did. Whenever you are in need of strength or stability, you must call on the oak. Are you taking on too much of a struggle and struggling on regardless? It may be a time where you need to realise your limits and be gentle with yourself, to have a day off, find peace. If you manage to get up in the morning, get a wash and make your bed, that's an achievement in itself, especially if you're suffering from depression. It may be time where you need to realise your limits and be gentle with yourself. The oak is about endurance, but you have to look at what cost. So how long do you have to endure something if it's costing you your soul? Oak will help you move from a stagnant place or show you that you are moving ever so gently towards your goal, slow and steady. Just as the acorn slowly becomes a tree, continues to grow at a slow and steady pace. The acorn energy is also great to call on for fertility of any kind, especially new ideas or projects. Lastly, the oak is invaluable when in need of answers or seeking information. Remember its connection to the ancestors and call upon the collective wisdom to guide you when you are lost or in need of clarity. Oak will help you, which we are confused, will help you sift through the overwhelming amount of knowledge, because people will bombard you with facts and figures to try and get you to agree to their toxic environment and give you exactly what you need at the right time. So watch for the synchronicities, which means what I was talking to Elaine about, the animals, birds and insects that cross your path, the times on the clock, which can be done as angel numbers, numerology, the white feathers, the pennies from heaven, whatever it is. If you see the white feathers, that is peace, that is a good day, something good will come of it. So the angels are watching. Together we are beautiful. Oh, there she is, Mother Earth Gaia. So Mum and Dad, together, possibly in spirit, Tavita, which is Persephone's mum, in another form. There she is. I'll cover her boobies because they don't like it on YouTube. So, Gaia is the living body of the earth from which we take sustenance. This is warmth, darkness, deep rest and refreshment. There you go. You need rest and refreshment there. Restoration at the deepest level of being. Restoration on a natural cycle, creating a firm and clear foundation for a project or relationship. So this, for some of you, if you're women, may mean your monthly cycle, and it could mean maybe that you realise why it's been out of sync. The Earth Goddess Gaia brings you the promise of regeneration, but you must go deep within yourself to emerge with a new clarity. Gaia brings order to chaos. She represents stability coming into your life and safety. There she is, stability and safety. Especially if Mum and Dad's in spirit, they've got you. She demands careful preparation, and if the groundwork is done to her satisfaction, she will bring fruition to your hopes and dreams. So prune the branches, feed the roots, and reassess. She will calm your fears and hold you tenderly in her mighty arms, rocking you gently into the future. She brings mothering at a deep level, understanding, nurture, and guidance. So listen to her. She's trying to help. And it may not be the one thing. Sometimes it can be a mother, someone who mothered you more than your own did. A grandmother, a good friend, an aunt, whatever it is, an older sister. Oh, so we have the trout. We have number 43, and it is reversed. So Lily could be a name that you know. The lily of the trout, number 43. So some of you may be trout fishers, anglers, or you may have a fond memory of going fishing with your dad. Both the trout and the lily of the valley symbolise return and restoration. Well done, Spirit. Restoration, restoration. A river or a lake, so you may be restoring a home. Teeming with trout indicates a balanced and healthy ecosystem. Conservation efforts are rewilding streams, often focus on reintroducing trout to their native habitats. Once rivers have been decontaminated and barriers such as dams removed. So barriers removed, your blockages removed. There you go. Likewise, in the Victorian language of flowers, the lily of the valley communicates a return to happiness. This is perhaps due to the legend of Saint Leonard, a hermit. And we know the hermit is 927, hospital doors. Said to have slain the last dragon, so there's born in the year of the dragon, in England, which is Capricorn. So something could be happening here in England, and a lot is happening, believe me. Wherever the blood of the dragon was spilled, lilies of the valley would grow. And once the dragon was killed, St. Leonard returned to his life of peaceful solitude. So the lion returns to a peaceful life once the dragon is slain. So George and the dragon, perhaps. A toxic element, there we have it, the toxic element, is in the way of your happiness. Consider what pollutants may be upsetting your balance and seek to remove them. And this could be medications, this could be something in the water that you need a water filter for, whatever it is. But remember that if you're seeking alternative health remedies, check that they are clashing with your medical prescriptions. And also check your prescriptions, the leaflet that comes in your box. See if those side effects relate to you. Is there a harmony within your personal ecosystem? How do you tell the difference between a toxic person, situations and ideas, and one that is required for balance? So that is obvious. If you are too giving of a person, normally healthy wise, you find someone that is not, but you have to also be able to be strong enough to stand up to that person so that they don't completely take over and control you. Also, if you're in the first throes of a situation or relationship, with a new job, you will soon find who's the bully, because it's about how they treat people who can do nothing for them. They'll suck up to the boss and treat everybody else like dirt. Similarly, in personal relationships, even your kids, it's how they speak and think and treat others when nobody's looking. So cashiers, if they talk to them like rubbish, waitresses, people like that, people that can do nothing for them, if they don't treat them with respect, then sooner or later they'll turn on you like that. So watch yourselves. Been a very important read. I think I'll do an Ogham later on if I get time. Thanks for listening, but remember, together we are beautiful. Bye bye.